So, are you ready to become a podcaster on podcast? Download the Anchor app. It's the easiest way to do podcasting and it's also free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's easy. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Good morning, my beautiful kings and queens. How are y'all doing on this Tuesday morning? I pray that y'all are having a blessed and safe day so far. And even if your morning started out rough, guess what? It's still a blessed day because you have made it to a brand new day that was not promised to you. We are in a brand new month, y'all. We are in November. And I don't know where you're tuning in from, but where I'm at, it's cold. It was pretty chilly this morning, but I love cold weather. Just want to get into talking about self-improvement for women. These next few episodes are gonna be mostly about how we can improve ourselves, ladies. Just working on us, really. Especially after a bad breakup or divorce, or just trying to get ourselves back on track. Where I went wrong at, I feel lost, and so many other things. And it's just kind of taking a step back and just working on us. And I'm still a work in progress even today myself. I come a long way, and I thank God for where I'm at. I thank God for where I'm not at, where I used to be, and I still have a long way to go, but I thank God that I'm not back there where I was, if you get what I'm saying, if that makes sense. Ladies, I just want to talk to y'all today. Something that I struggled with for a long time was self-identity. I had a whole self-identity crisis going on. I didn't know I didn't even know who I was. And people was like, how do you not know who you are? You're Candace. I said, yeah, that's my name, but I didn't know Candace. I didn't know what she liked to do. I didn't know what her dislikes was. I didn't know her favorite food, not even down to her favorite color, because I was one of those women who was always, whatever my man liked, I like. I don't know if y'all watched the movie Coming to America, when the lady, he got up there to marry the lady. Eddie Murphy got up there and married the lady. I cannot think of her name. But he got up there to marry her. He said, what kind of music do you like? Whatever you like. Well, what kind of dish you like? Whatever it is you like. Okay, I would have to say I was one of those women. And being 36 years old, I'm being very brutally honest. I didn't know what I liked. I mean, I didn't know if I liked this kind of alcohol just because the guy that I was with at the time drank it, I drank it. Maybe didn't even like it, but because he was drinking it and because he liked it, so I did it. So I had a whole self-identity thing going on. And I really didn't know who I was. I didn't know where to start. This year, this time, getting to learn myself and who I was. And I'm still learning about me. I was like, okay, I'm by myself. And my mentor, I love her to death, y'all. She was like, get to know you first. And I'm like, I do know me. But then when I started asking myself some questions, I was like, no, I don't know who I am. So I struggled with self-identity for a very, very long time. Things I know I didn't like, I did them. I did drinking. I know I really ain't care for that, but I did it. Having multiple sex partners, I didn't like that either, but I did it. That's with men and women. Something I didn't like, but I did it anyway because the man that I was with wanted to do it and he liked it. So I was prone to like it. So we, as women, we often struggle with, not knowing who we are. And let me tell you something. When you don't know who you are, the world will put a identity on you. And that's no lie. If you don't know who you are, truly who you are in Christ, and you don't know who you are, period. Even if you're not a believer in the Lord, still know who you are. Know your self-worth. Okay, love yourself enough to know that I'm not going to let you just label me as this right here. I'm not going to let you label me as I was labeled. I'll give you a prime example. I was labeled at one point the town whore. I was labeled a town whore. I was labeled a drunk. I've been labeled many things. And guess what? I wore every label that they told me I wore every last one of them. Couldn't nobody out-drink me. Couldn't nobody out-whore me. Couldn't nobody out-dance. I'm telling you, whatever they labeled me as, that's just what I was. That's why I said, do not let people put a label on you, because when people begin to label you, you believe it. And once you believe it, you will begin to live it. So don't let people put a label on you, ladies. Don't let man, woman, nobody put a label on you. That's not who you are. You are not the town whore. You are not a drunk. You are not a depressed person. You are not a abuser. That's not who you are. That's not who God created you to be. Have enough self-love and know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you might need to take a step back and really get to know who you are. You need to get to find yourself. And that's what I'm doing on my journey. I am finding out who I am. I'm finding myself. And a lot of times when we jump from relationship to relationship, we tend to lose ourselves. That's when self-identity comes in. We don't know who we are. We just out here like a tumbleweed twirling in the wind, and we have lost ourselves. So you have to, if you don't know who you are, please find yourselves. You might need to take a break, because it's kind of hard trying to find yourself when you're in a relationship, because you are focusing on that other person. You are giving them that time that you really need, that time for you to find out who you are. But you don't want them to feel left out. So you're talking to them and you're doing this and doing that with them. But guess what? You're not getting to find out who you are. That's why I say it's so important to know who you are and find yourself first before you try to go out and date. That way can't nobody put no label on you and label you as this and that and the other. Because you already know who you are. You are confident. You know who you are. You're not the town whore. You might have been at one point, but you're not anymore. Okay? And you don't have to put up with that. Okay? I'm just saying, you have to know who you are. And I know the best way finding myself is when I find Christ. Okay? I'm going to tell you the way that I'm going. And it works for me. Everybody's different strokes for different folks, okay? And I understand that, and I get that everybody don't believe in the Lord, but I believe in the Lord, okay? Whatever you believe in, But what I want you to do is have self-love. Self-love can be everybody, okay? Love you first. Love yourself first. How can you pour out love when you don't love yourself? You can't give love if you don't know what love is, okay? So know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, it's okay. But take a step back. Take a break and really find out who you are and what you like to do. That way, when you do meet a guy, you already know who you are. You ain't got to be sitting up there and agreeing with them. You got enough confidence. Okay, if me and him work out, we work out. If we don't, we don't. We just wasn't compatible. He wasn't my type. I ain't his. We ain't each other type. It's okay. You won't just have to say, well, he's the one because he gave me a chance and nobody else won't give me a chance. Don't settle, okay? Don't settle. Never settle. No, because that's why it's important to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, you'll settle for anything. You'll go for anything. All right? Ladies, queens, I love y'all. I love you guys too. If you got a sister and brother, sorry guys, if y'all have a sister or auntie or a female cousin, your daughters, let them listen to this podcast about self-identity, self-improvement. Ladies, we need the encouragement. We have to build one another up. So it won't be all of these young women running around here that's lost and just going for anything and everything because a man tell them they're beautiful and they're this and they're that, and they falling for anything, and their hearts are getting broken at a young age. And y'all, it's sad that you see young women be in abusive relationships and a man is beating on them, and to the point where he'll kill them. And it's heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking. And so many young women make or commit suicide because they don't feel love and they don't feel wanted because the man they got involved with cheated on them or dogged them out, did them wrong. And now she's on a rampage. And a lot of times that's why some of us sleep with a bunch of men, because we're looking for love. I know that's what I did. I slept with a whole bunch of people because I was looking for love in all the wrong places, because I didn't love myself. I even though my mother showed me love, she told me she loved me every day, but when she passed at a young age, I was only like 20, finna be 22 years old. So I was 22 years old when she passed. So I was just getting out there in the world. So everything that a man told me, I was on my bike. I was staying on my bike, and I thought that was love, and it wasn't. And that's what happened to me. And that's why I was in such a self-identity crisis, because I had all them spirits bottled up inside me. I just didn't know which way to turn up until this year. And I just feel so free, y'all. It feels, I can't describe the feeling of how I feel. And I love getting to know me. So ladies, get to know you first, okay? This is a path to healing. Getting to know you first. Know who you are. Know your self-worth. Love you first, okay? Love you, okay? As my girl Candace J Limitless says, and I'm going to try to get her on the interview, y'all. I love my sister so much. Shout out to you, Candace J. I love you so much, girl. Love you and be limitless. I love that, y'all. I love her. It's like love you and be limitless. And I truly know what she is saying. Ladies, we got to love ourselves and we are limitless, okay? I love y'all. God bless y'all. Until next time, y'all take care.